very warm welcome to you wherever you are watching from around the world to beautiful Malaysia in the capital city of Kuala Lumpur here in Southeast Asia, badminton powerhouse nation. And this week it has been the venue for the 14th Malaysia Masters 2023 right here at the Axiata Arena, and it is the business end of the tournament. Final Sunday. There's plenty to cheer about for the home fans, I can tell you, as we will be watching over the next few hours. The best in the business, and there is the trophy itself. Beautiful disc. That's Carmen Ting, junior Malaysian player. He's bringing the trophy out to court. Future prospect, no doubt. That's what it's all about today. So looking at the order of play, we're going to start off with the mixed doubles, Feng and Huang against Dechapol and Sapsiri. Then a massive women's singles, Kali Yamaguchi taking on Gregoria Mariska Tunjung. After that, the home flag will be flying for Tan and Tina as they take on Big Hana and Lee So-hee in the women's doubles. First-time finalists, Pranoy, HS and Weng Hong Yang in the men's singles after that. And then to close out final Sunday, it's more cheer for the home fans. Man Wei Chong and T Kai Woon in the men's doubles against Kang Min Hyuk and Seo Seung Jae. So looking at the draw for this opening match in the mixed doubles, Feng and Huang and Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai. You can see their progression through the quarterfinals and the semifinals. Tough matches for both pairs, but now it really is all about this final day to pick up those precious world ranking points. That's what it's all about. These are mixed doubles ranking as of the 11th of April. It's Indonesia topping list, Kusha Janto and Kusamawati. Seo and Che in second spot, Kim and Jong in third, and then two Chinese pairs, Zheng and Huang, Zhang and Wei for fourth and fifth, Ferdinand and Wujaja in sixth, Watanabe Shino, and Chen To, Ye Li and Kel Del Ru rounding off the top 10. And joining me today in the commentary box, honored to have with me former player and BWF commentator himself, Bobby Griffin. Bobby, how you doing?
Yeah, really good to be here, Jivan. Thank you. I'm just so excited about what's about, particularly this mixed doubles opener.
So, with these two pairs, as we watch Feng Yanzhi and Huang Dongping, one of the, well, standouts for 2023 for you, this pair?
Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be fascinating to see the very contrasting playing styles between these two pairs. To answer your question, Feng and Huang, I mean, Huang's ranked in the top 10 twice at the moment. Her former partner, Wang Yilu, as well, even higher in the rankings. Just showing her quality. Her list of playing partners over the years in women's doubles and mixed doubles is just something to behold. You've got a big hitting Feng, 6'5", creating those massive angles, and then you've got these two, Dechapol and Sapsiri, who are going to have to combat that with a lot of real high quality in the mid to forecourt.
And speed. They're very, very fast, this pair.
They've got to be today. They've got to be on it. I think they need to keep their consistency high, keep their intensity high.
So looking at the head-to-head, Feng and Huang leading by 2. Last meeting at the French Open in 2022, and they've both had pretty successful 2023s as we watch the coin toss. They have had very successful 2023s, Feng and Huang, this is their 4th final of the year, and they won the other 3. They were first in the German Open, Thai Masters, and Indonesian Masters. As for Dechapol and Sapsiri, quarterfinalists in Spain and the All England, and also a 3rd spot at the Thai Masters, which means this is their first all-out final, but they have had such a great run this week, haven't they? 22 years old, Feng Yanji. As you can see, very tall lad indeed. Currently ranked 8th. And the 4th seeds today. Huang Dongping, as you pointed out, Bobby, played with a number of different partners and has always been class. 28 years old now from Fujian. This mixed doubles game these days all about that speed. This was their run to the final. Started off with Chu and Guy, dropped a game there. Ferdinand with Jaja, that was straight games. Yamashita and Shinoya, that was a big one, the quarterfinals. And then Jomko and Posampran, a straight game. So dropped a couple of games, Bobby, but all in all, pretty good progression.
They look really comfortable out there this week, actually. Yeah, it's going to be a really tough fight for Sapsiri and Dechapol.
Dechapol, who is really on fire in the quarterfinals and the semis, just claiming points for his own. Born in Chonburi, 26 years old. And Sapsiri, well, there's an interesting fact about Sapsiri. She's actually won all 3 colors of medal at the World Championships, gold, silver, and bronze at the age of 31. Born in Udon Thani in Thailand. Very much the player to clear up in the net. Dechapol with the big power, but they have been playing very fast. These are the pairs that they faced running up to the final. Tang and Si in straight games, then Kaneko, Matsutomo, Zhang and Wei. That was a huge match for them, and they came out firing, as I said, in that quarterfinal. And then a big match, 74 minutes against Seo and Chai. Umpire for this one, Ta Nai Teng. Joined by our service judge, Ahmed Nazib Ishmael. So our first final of the day. There's the Thai coaching staff. Can never get a good read off them, the Thai coaching staff there.
No, off court, you see them around the hotel, the bigger chap. He's Mr. Smiley, you know, he's always in such good spirits. He sits on court and it's very hard to kind of get a read on what he's thinking.
It's game face, that's what it is. He's got his game face on. So about ready to get underway here. First final Sunday.
Ladies and gentlemen, on my right, Feng and Huang China. And on my left, Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai.
Nice little cross court from Feng Yanji to open up the scoring. As part of the recent Sudirman Cup gold winning team, of course, last week. This is double gold medalist at the Sudirman Cup now. After also picking up another one in Finland, 21. Sapsiri and Huang trading clears. about that angle from Feng Yanzhe?
Well, how did Huang Dongping miss this? They got lucky here, the Thais. Good pickup from Sapsiri. But no right for Huang to have missed that shot.
Well, you can see from the expression on her face. Warming up, I'm sure. Well, I wonder if the difference is going to be that combination there from the big smash coming in very steep from Feng at the back, followed up by Huang.
They're lethal, to be honest, when given that opportunity. The challenge for Sapsiri and Deshapol is to try not to give away an easy lift to Feng. If they can take Huang out of the game, try and take the forecourt, keep the attack, they've got a really good chance. But like I was saying earlier, they've got to be really intense with their attitude. They've got to be fast. They've got to be consistent. Yeah, I mean, Sapsiri's got a real challenge on her hands with Huang Dongping pushing forwards all the time.
That's a nice kill into the corner from Feng. And it is slender 3-2 lead. Lurking around that back line. Sapsiri shouldering most of the responsibility in that point. Trying to find a way through.
Yeah, unlike a lot of mixed doubles pairs, Sapsiri is not in an urgent rush to push back to the net. A lot of females in mixed will play a drop shot and run in, for example. Yeah. She's very comfortable in the rear court. Equally, Deshapol's comfortable in the forecourt. Just gone wide.
Well, based on what we saw from Deshapol in the quarters and the semis, this has been actually quite a muted start for him. It's been pretty quiet. Those two rounds, he came out firing from the start.
Yeah, he hasn't been given the shuttle an awful lot so far.
Absolutely true.
Well, that's exactly what I meant. They almost play level doubles at times. I mean, Sapsiri's the taller of the two. She's also a former top player in women's doubles. Yeah. She was ranked 14 in the world in women's singles, would you believe it, as well. But going back 9 or 10 years, I think. So she's a very well-rounded athlete. She can cover the rear court. And equally, Deshapol loves to push forwards and win points from the front too.
That was a great snapshot from Huang Dongping. Gifted from that backcourt. Dropped it into the front.
Well, that's a great example of what Feng's capable of. He can hit hard and he can hit steep, but because they're expecting that from such a tall athlete, that gives him the option to hit a cross slice as well.
Good pressure from Sapsiri.
Well, on this occasion, she was happy to push forwards, let Deshapol take the rear court. And that will be key, I think, for the Thai chances of winning points.
Dominating the net.
She's got to take Huang out of the net, yeah.
Well, first net tumble goes their way.
Oh, she slipped.
Slip from Huang. Well, after that terrible, unfortunate injury to Christian Alinata yesterday, I think everybody now can see a slip.
Look at this right leg go. Oh, the heel of her shoe just didn't stop, did it? Looks like she's okay. She got up pretty quickly.
Game face. Well, I can tell you one thing, he was very, very happy last week when Thailand, they didn't, of course, win the Sudirman Cup, but they had a great run that week. Very happy with that.
Yeah, they really did. A great effort from them. I do like the way those team events are evening out lately. I'm encouraged by Chinese Taipei lately, particularly in the men's game. So the Thomas Cup's going to be interesting.
Yep, that's true. Well, it is a heavy year for badminton. I mean, there's always commitments and events on at all the 5 different levels. But it's also this year, Olympic qualification year. Will start on May the 1st for Paris 2024. So the best performances in the most tournaments possible. That's what's needed. Oh, that's wonderful.
That flick serve variation from Huang. Deschapol was so late. So all he could really do was try and neutralize that shot back into the middle. And clever from Feng.
He's got a good eye. You know, there is this presupposition, I guess, in sports that taller athletes, somehow it's a big shock when they show a deft flick or when they're, you know, they're light on their heels. But there are a few now coming out.
Yeah, I commentated on their quarterfinal earlier in the week, and there were 2 or 3 clean winners from Feng, particularly on that backhand side when you're expecting some power straight, and he just deftly turns it cross.
Well, that's exactly what he's doing right now in this point. He's mixing it up. That's great defense from the Thai pair. Oh! There you go. We were just talking about it.
Well,
that's a cross slice that any men's singles player would be just over the moon with.
Yeah, I mean, there you go. The lift was short due to the net cord, and then you expect the big 6'5" man to power it down. Instead, wonderful. So accurate too out in the tram lines.
Yeah.
Sapsiri, just nothing she can do.
So 10-6 heading to the mid-game interval. And so far, no discernible problems for the Chinese pair. Good sense of awareness. Backline. It's 11-6. So back on court now, and so far looking very strong, as they have done all year. As I said, 4th final for them. They won the first 3, and based on that first passage of play, Bobby, you can see why.
Well, yeah, I mean, one of the things that I was really interested in in the sort of preview to this match was how are these 2 pairs going to come out today, because they've played twice before. You mentioned it in the head-to-head earlier. Both of those meetings were within a week. That was last year, autumn time. I think it was Denmark and France. So in big competitions, the first game they played at the Denmark Open, I think it was, 21-19, the most consecutive points for me, the pair, was 2. So they were very much feeling each other out as two very strong pairs out there, trying to work out where and how they're going to win points. In match 2, the Chinese took control, especially for the third deciding game, and stormed through. So today I was wondering whether the Thailand pair can come out and counter that, or whether we'll continue to see, you know, Chinese dominance. And so far, for me, Huang's doing her thing, and Feng is just finding winners left, right, and centre.
It's almost as if he's listening to our commentary, because every time we talk about him, he knows exactly what we're talking about. Look at this. Picks it out the air, jumps up really well, turns the body. It's just too much, even with sub-series experience, to pick up.
He can hit hard as well, but he keeps finding these slice winners.
And really, even based on the Sudirman Cup experience last week, so much depth in this mixed doubles category for China right now. You know, he's even thinking about Zheng Xuwei and Huang Yaosheng.
Well, those two I fully expect to see at the top of the tree when it comes to the World Tour finals.
Right.
I mean, Huang Dongping is 5th with Wang Yilu at the moment, and that's dropping a place from 4th recently. She's dropped from 8th to 9th with this partner, Feng, who she's been playing with only since the middle of last year. So you're absolutely right. I mean, they're coming back. I think COVID really damaged Chinese badminton.
Oh, absolutely.
In terms of rankings.
Suzhou was the first major badminton event that China has staged in 3 years. And the home support was just unbelievable. That's a nice shot there from Sapsiri. Beautifully executed. They're fighting back here. 9-12.
Getting some revenge on Feng with that cross slice of her own.
Well, as I'm always fond of saying when it comes to finals weekend, very much like football, it's so edgy in the first game. As soon as that first game falls, then, you know, they start opening up the styles a bit. They start, and based on what we've seen from Feng and Huang in the first game, imagine what they're going to be like when they've got one in the bag. Well, we'll possibly get to see that, because it's now 13-9.
Yeah, the Thai communication just letting themselves down slightly. Deshapol working really hard in that rally. I think he expected Sapsiri to intercept in the mid-court, and she let it go through. We need these two to be at their best in terms of communication.
Absolutely, there's another clear winner. Found the angle from Feng. Cross court, but just look at the way he takes this shot. I don't know whether it's his height or not, but that's not around the head, that's almost around the shoulder.
Yeah, he got low there, didn't he, for a big man? I mean, he's on fire right now. He's been the man of the match so far.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the key factors behind this 5-point lead. Dongping with the serve. Just get the feeling that that's the quality of shot Thai pair are going to have to call.
Well, this is tight.
It's challenged.
Yeah, exactly. Feng put his arm in the air straight away, expecting the call to be in.
I think it hit the corner.
The call was out, and so the Thais have challenged.
Dechapol had his fist bump in the air, so I'm going to go with Dechapol. I reckon that's in the corner. Here we go. Oh, just out.
Well, there was both of the female players were trying to take the initiative there. Huang Dongping had a lovely cross block. She followed it in the rally, but then Sapsiri as well, trying to win that back. It was unfortunate for her.
Yeah. This little and large combination on the Chinese side of the net just gives that extra three-dimensional quality. They've got every right, the Thai pair, to be nervous. They approach this wall. Center below the tape. Just enough. 16-9.
Sapsiri not. Her racket was low, down by her knees. She was just a bit late to react, so they're not quite at their best here.
Oh, that was nice. Lifted a bit too high. Comes back with interest from Dechapol. Oh, they're into double figures. But you just get this sense that in terms of the ease of scoring, that China look like they can really score, that Chinese pair. And the Thai pair are going to have to fight for each and every stroke in each and every point if they're going to overcome this deficit.
Yes, if Huang Dongping can get her partner the lift, he's firing winners at will so far. So that's you know, that's their main aim right now, to allow Feng to just keep going and keep hitting those shots. It's good work from Dechapol to set himself up in that last rally.
Court coverage, that's going to go wide.
Yeah, superb. That block from Dechapol was inch perfect. It caught the tape, in fact.
And it was heading for the line. Literally couldn't have been a better shot. It's ready to answer if he needed to again. 11-6, 16, sorry.
Good defense from Dechapol.
Yeah, picked that up well.
Oh, it's off the frame.
Knew that was coming. 17-11, Huang Dongping cementing this point well.
He just mistimed that block. He wanted to relift. Didn't come off the strings clean enough. And too easy for Huang.
Oh, they've been on court for 19 minutes. Lightning pace to this match already. 28 points played.
Well, that makes a change this week.
Oh, absolutely. Been all sorts of records, of course, with that. People still talking about that unofficial 211 shot rally. Strangely enough, Pearly Tan and Tina are going to be up against Baek Ha-na, at least so he. Baek Ha-na was the lady that had the 195 shot rally at the Korea Open. That's something to look forward to.
Yeah, absolutely. Yesterday's semi-final in the women's doubles too had rallies up at 185, 190 shots.
Dechapol moving forward. And that's an uncharacteristic mistake from Feng.
Well, it is. The way he's been playing, he was given loads of time. Just didn't quite get his feet back in perfect balance to play the final shot.
He's actually so tall. Just now in that replay, he played a flat drive over the net from the hip. He didn't even have to raise his arm. Good rotation from Huang and Feng.
Brilliant.
Good pressure. Great pressure.
Yeah, Dechapol in this whole rally was playing with so much control. He was under pressure on the move and managed to keep the shuttle just over the tape to prevent the Chinese hitting down at them. They got the attack back, and that's a great finish.
So a ray of light in this first game. 13-18, still plenty to do. Well, it always looks good on the highlight reels, but you can't really come back from being that out of position in terms of shot taking. Looks great.
Yeah, around the back from Huang, impressive. She needs almost a net cord or something off that shot to survive. I mean, that's just popped up into the mid-court, so whilst it looks good, it's not very effective.
So point by point, clawing their way back. Oh. Such a great passage of play and movement from Daechaepol and Sapsiree to push themselves forward.
Well, how on earth did Feng get this back? There was a cross lift in a moment, this one, and he's on the full stretch, full dive, and just clips the tape, falling on the line. Daechaepol misses. Open court.
It's a great view from that last replay.
Well, he needed every inch of his 6'5" frame.
That's right. No ordinary player would have got there. But this is no ordinary pair. And right now they are cruising once again to another game victory in another final this year. Seen a lot of grazes this week as well.
Yeah, that one's quite nasty.
Yeah, that is. Right, and you know what? That's on a piece of skin that's going to be constantly moving as well. He's going to definitely feel that.
They'll need that glue spray stuff, I expect. We saw Gregoria Tunjung in the semi-final yesterday go down with the same thing on her knee.
So Daechaepol and Sapsiree await their fate in this first game. It's not by any means over and done with, but the probabilities from this point on, 2 points needed for Feng and Huang at the rates that they've been scoring points, you've got to say that it's heading their way. But saying that, in terms of probabilities, Pearly Tan and Tinan were 11-2 down yesterday. They came back very much thanks to these people right here in the Axiata Arena. The home support has been unbelievable all week, not just for the finals weekend, but all the way from second round, pretty much. As you said, Bobby, it's post-pandemic. It's having open badminton tournaments and really enjoying that atmosphere again.
Yeah, I mean, you mentioned Pearly Tan and Tina Muralitharan there. I think they've been carried through 3 matches now, exactly. 3 rounds to the final by their home crowd.
Just been pushing for the cheers.
I mentioned it on air yesterday when the Koreans were playing them. It felt like it wasn't women's doubles. It felt like 2 Koreans playing against 10,000 Malaysians. It really did.
No, absolutely. I get exactly what you're saying. So 19-14.
She was hunting this shot. She pushed the net quickly and saw the open space. Great shot quality, like you said.
Oh, still going. Oh, Dechapol's just turning up everywhere, but he couldn't clear the final shots. Great work for the rest of that point.
It was fabulous defense from the Thai pair. I mean, look how well they cover for each other. She knew exactly which shots to leave and which to take, Sapsiri. Dechapol, though, at the very last moment with too much work to do.
Wow. Challenge called off that. It's all getting a little bit nervy at the end of this first game.
Yeah, what a challenge on game point.
Here it comes. Tail of the tape never lies. So, is this last chance saloon in this first game for Dechapol and Sapsiri?
Well, I would think so. I mean, one more point. The Chinese have done it, so it's 4 chances to save.
So, first game won, 28 minutes, 21-16. And while it was a fast start for the Chinese pair, there's some good encouragement that's come in from Dechapol and Sapsiri. In the second part of that game, just going to give them a little bit of confidence for game 2.
Yeah, I think the second half of the game, it could have gone either way, but for a few points that were pretty tight, you know, challenges and net cord winners and stuff like that. It turned out to be quite an even contest. The Chinese pair just had too much of a lead at the break.
Back on court, and everything to do with the Thai pair of Dechapol and Sapsiri.
Well, they've moved on to the arguably the better end of this court on court number 1 in the Axiata. We've seen more games won, particularly in singles, but also in doubles on that far side of the court, so maybe that will make a difference.
Ping to serve.
Oh, brilliant. Good work from Deschapol again to get off the defence.
Well, he certainly seems to be relishing this slightly better side of the court off the get-go. Good from Sub-Series.
Yeah, they did well here. Huang Dongping at one point earlier in the rally cross-blocked and got the attack back. I thought that was it. In game one, that would have been it. I think with that extra bit of pace from the drift in the arena, Feng would have been able to find a winner. But now they've swapped sides. The Thai's defence, I think, looks a bit stronger.
Well, you're absolutely right. Over the week, it definitely has been that side of the court that has yielded better scores and results. Left.
Wonderful looking shot from Huang, though. Just sort of expected a challenge here. It's close. Great judgment from Sub-Series.
Controlling that net, reading it well. So, 2-love.
Well, there's the Olympic champion at her best. Anticipation of that cross net from Taerattanachai. Rack it up, and bang, away it goes.
Looking for the open angle.
Again, Huang Dongping read the play, just misfired.
For Deschapol and Sub-Series, it's careful for every point right now. 2 points ahead.
Oh, what a shame. Brilliant in defence from Huang Dongping. But again, just misses that line. I mean, she didn't have much choice trying to control these shots. Pure reactions.
Yeah, this instinctive defense from the outside of the racket is just awe-inspiring. It happens so much these days at the speed that doubles is being played at. That was very steep, and that was good from Deschapol. 4-1.
Well, it's pretty conservative from the Thais, but Feng and Huang looking a lot less comfortable.
Yeah,
after
absolutely.
the change of ends.
Certainly struggling. I'm sure right now the Thai pair will take any lead that they can. Huang Dongping in exactly the right place once again.
Well, she's so experienced. It was the attack from Feng, the angle he created, slightly cross-court, caught Taerattanachai by surprise. And easy for Huang.
It's going well enough. 6-2 up. Ambitious shot from Feng. From where he picked it up on the back line.
Yeah, something went wrong there. For him to have taken that shot so low on the backhand, it was almost like a singles player who was already dragged out of position. Don't
the
see that
desperation
often.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Taerattanachai again.
It's called in.
Called in. And for a second it looked like Feng was getting a challenge going, but no, he's abiding by that. Taerattanachai with another killer angle. Starting to fire into life.
Good shot from Sapsiree to set up the attack. It was the precision of the smash. Huang Dongping struggled in defense. Wow, that was close.
That was close.
A challenge there would have been pretty worthwhile, I think.
Almost. Feng seemed to have recalled it. Well, they do have a good point buffer in the second game, but still, you'd have to think that can't be too wise to concede errors like that.
Yeah, it was a poor miss by his standards.
I think that's the key term, by his standards, especially in the quarterfinal and the semis. He just wasn't missing. That's a nice little tip into the corner.
Yes, you're right, Jivan. He wasn't missing. Yesterday's semi-finals, it was Sapsiree who had a short spell towards the end of the second game. She kind of fell apart slightly. Taerattanachai was fine, consistent all the way through quarters and semis, like you said.
Worth the exchange. 10-3 up and heading to the second mid-game interval.
Fortunate here, really. The Thais had no right to win that point. Again, a poor miss from Feng. And they look very unsettled, the Chinese pair, at the start of game two. A real contrast to the first.
Absolutely, yeah. Well, Sapsiree just making a brief campaign for perhaps that racket had broken the plane of the net. We're going to get a pretty good idea here. Wow, you know, they just shoot these things so quickly that...
It's hard to see, but...
oh, I don't know. I think that did. I think she's actually got a valid point there.
Yeah, I'm not sure Sapsiree's shot was going to make it back across. I don't know. But you're right, it should be a foul. You need some kind of VAR system for stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm sure that will be coming one day, Bobby.
Maybe.
I'm sure that you'll watch a badminton match with lasers on every line that will pick up everything. Still, right now though, in these non-future technological times, it's all about the umpire, and the umpire ruled that one as being A-OK. 4-10, chance for Feng and Huang to cut into this lead. Very high, that return. So, 11-4, the second mid-game interval. I actually expected this to go to 3 anyway. So, it looks like right now that it might be heading that way. back on court and ready to go. The Thai pair with the best possible chance to level up the match right now. He was reaching. Targeting Detrapol.
Yeah, there was just one weak shot there. That one from Sapsiri gave the attack away. So whilst they started hitting down, suddenly after that shot, they're now hitting up. And if the Chinese keep their wits about them from that point, they've got it made. That was good. Far back Sapsiri is. She's got no intentions of trying to get into the mid-court net and let Deschapol go around the back. She's happy to stay there.
That gets away from her.
Yeah, pretty loose error. She had plenty of time, Sapsiri. Yeah, the perfect return of serve. Any serve return that catches the net. And by no means is that luck. I mean, these players are practicing that day in, day out.
The intentional tumble.
Absolutely. Normally it's like a little shove, a little push to service line. This time it was more of a drive, but still, it's so flat. It can very easily catch the tape.
About flat exchanges at the net. It's just quality from Feng.
Deschapol working very hard. There's Sapsiri going back into the forecourt.
Deschapol leaves that well.
Well, it's really interesting because there's a good chance here that Feng saw her at the corner of his eye, which limited the ability for him to hit to middle, to hit left unless he cleared it. And if he did do, Deschapol could go get it anyway. So, although it looked like an error, Sapsiri's movement forced him into making that error.
Right. Oh, just fantastic to hear these insights. Double take.
It's gone left, right. Don't know my left, my right, but it's gone out.
Well, hats off to Feng and Huang for trying to climb this deficit mountain, but they've been pushed into some errors here. That's been hampering their progress. Serve back with the Thai pair, 14-7.
Yeah, the fundamentals from Deschapol and Sapsiri have been really strong. Oh, I say that. I always say that. Commentators curse.
Yeah,
again, an easy backhand push or drive, and I think he might have slipped slightly, to be honest. But yeah, so far in game two, they've just fundamentally been solid. There's nothing particularly special. They're just doing what they do.
Needs to be done.
Yeah. Whereas Feng and Huang have Just their levels dropped a bit.
Nice, good body shot. 2. Get that serve back. Add a tiny bit of stability to what they're doing.
Sapsiri was giving that everything to reach that shuttle. Just needed to be a bit taller.
Completely wrong-footed Feng.
Excellent return of serve. Can't see from that angle on the replay. But usually, if you imagine throwing a tennis ball and you've got a forehand grip, the shuttle's going to go straight or left.
Yeah.
To turn it right is an impressive skill. And that's what Sapsiri did then.
Ball going very big, and he was not going to be denied.
Yeah, look how quickly he was looking to
Exactly
push that
where,
forecourt on the left-hand side. Sapsiri stood here. He wants the opportunity to kill. A lot of men players in mixed doubles will hold back looking for lifts. I haven't seen Sapsiri miss many serves.
Very nervous times. They need the second game sealed, ready to fight it out in the third. And really, it's not that much of a deficit if you think of the skills of Feng and Huang anyway. 16 isn't that bad.
Yeah, we've seen much bigger comebacks throughout the week.
Feng.
Brilliant. I love how Deshapol, for the most part of the rally, was keeping things conservative in attack. It wasn't passive, it was positive play, but he wasn't giving it everything he had, because that would bring an element of risk.
Yeah.
And then he sensed an opportunity, notched it up a gear or two, and yeah, they took the win. It was good. That good return of serve again, this time from Huang. And the path of the shuttle just changes slightly. Less time for Deshapol to react.
So 11-17. It's another very quick point. Pairs sensing how important this second game is now that we're into the end of it. Things getting a little bit edgy.
She's got a great flick serve, Sapsiri. But they keep losing the rally.
Again, just too much space in the middle.
Yeah, communication just broke down slightly. Deshapol was actually hoping, expecting his partner to step across and lay off at the net. Instead, she stepped right to cover that side of the court, and he became late on the shuttle.
Oh, slight delay to play here on court one. It looks like everything is back. That's something to do with something off court. Well, that was confident.
A good return from Sapsiri initially. Keeps the attack.
what a touch. So 8 game points for Puavaranukroh and Taerattanachai.
Didn't look too bad a serve. Well, touch high maybe. But, I mean, we're talking the tiniest of margins.
Yeah, millimeters, yeah. Still enough though for Feng to ping that into the corner.
That's a good serve.
Nice little combo, and they've done it. They've leveled it up.
This is brilliant from DAIHATSU. Deceptive. That strong wrist.
So definitely warming to that side of the court for sure. Balanced it up, 1 game apiece, and it's game on. So here we go, 3rd and deciding game in the mixed doubles, kicking off final Sunday here at the Malaysia Masters 2023. Well, Feng and Huang back on their favoured side of the court. A bit ominous.
Well, yeah, as always, it's about the change of ends in these big arenas. It's no surprise that the bigger the arena gets, the more likely it is that we're going to a 3rd game decider, because there'll be some drift, which means there's a preferred end, which means each player or pair will probably win on that end if they're at this level. And so, how many points will the lead be at the mid-game interval? I think that's a big question.
Yeah, definitely important to get a good foothold in this 3rd game as early as possible. Well, Sapsiree all over that point.
Yeah, late reaction from Huang. I think she expected her partner to pick up that penultimate shot. So the first game was won by 5 points and then the second by 7, 6 or 7. What would that suggest, Jivan, if they can be ahead by 11-8, something like that?
Yeah. Just I tend to believe that in these final deciding games you do get that extra boost of hunger to win. But obviously pickups like that off the back line, that's never going to help. Everything just gets so much more extreme in these rubber games. Focus, mental focus as well.
Yeah, lack of focus in that case for
Absolutely
for Feng. He, anytime you let the shuttle drop like that, you then need to come up with something special, which he didn't. A great start on the bad end, so to speak, for Thailand.
Oh, that was ambitious for anyone but Taerattanachai. He's made those before.
It's a great shot from Huang Dongping.
Three. Important serve. Feng and Huang. It's another highly taped up player. There's been a lot of that this week as well. Such a schedule of events, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, he works hard so often. Using that height of his, he's often hitting down hard, so I mean, I'm not sure about how many tournaments he's played in particular, but Huang Dongping to be ranked 5th and 8th in the world at the moment means she's played probably the most or equal most amount of tournaments in the last 12 months of any mixed doubles player.
Oh, meanwhile, this is a mesmerizing rally, and it's won in style by the Thai pair.
Yeah, all or nothing shot at the end here from Taerattanachai. Look at that. 6 inches further to the left, Feng would have retrieved the shuttle. 1 inch to the right and it's out. I mean, that's the margin he's looking for there.
Well, we were talking about good start to the 3rd game. So far, so good. Taerattanachai and Sapsiri.
They've been in these big moments before at much bigger tournaments. You mentioned it at the start, Jivan. Gold, silver and bronze at the World Championships, for example.
Stage doesn't get much bigger than that.
Absolutely. I think they've got something like 13
This one, yeah, 13
World Tour titles,
World Tour titles
together.
Yeah. Important serve for Feng Yanji. Well, they're just not being as incisive as they were in that first game.
For me here, Taerattanachai's speed of movement. Watch how quick he gets to the net here now. Takes Huang Dongping out of the game and forces Feng into a decision. That's exactly what I was hoping for before the match started. That speed of movement and consistency to take Huang out and then keep the attack. That's the only way they're going to beat this pair.
Taerattanachai, just one of those players with his court movement, his speed that disrupts rhythms, can create openings.
We've talked a lot about Feng and his height and the angles he can create and the power he's got. But obviously strengths and weaknesses in physical size. I mean, take Akane Yamaguchi in singles, for example. She's tiny.
Yeah.
And yet she's the quickest player in the game because she's tiny.
That's right.
Well, Taerattanachai's a bit like that in mixed. Great attack from Feng. And this time Huang Dongping steps in, intercepts, and takes it early and gets her partner that attack. Huang Dongping's got to be quicker on her feet to hold the attack for the Chinese pair. We didn't see enough of that in game 2 for me.
So 3-5. Important if they can pick up a couple of points here. confidently plucked out of the air.
Yeah,
by Feng.
they're playing with more intensity now, the Chinese pair. Perfect smash down the right-hand body line of the right-handed Sapsiree. Very difficult to defend.
Just in that inside area around the body.
Shoulder to hip on your
Yeah.
racket side. That's where you want to smash. If you're not going for a line and you've got to just keep it conservative, then smash at the racket side of the body. That's sort of tip number one for doubles. Excellent. Oh, they've given it away. They had it.
There were some good phases in that point in terms of attack and setup.
It really was. There was a great shot quite early from Deschapol. Huang was advancing on the net. Again, he had a small window to hit through to take her out of that particular run of play, if you like. And he did it and kept the attack. Just couldn't finish.
And that was absolutely crucial point for the Chinese pair. Tied it up at 5 apiece. Just been on court now for over an hour. Hijacking that point, taking the lead.
Well, that's route one for mixed doubles attacking. Big smash from the male, straight rather than cross, and the interception by Huang to finish.
Ball again. Open court.
They defended well. I mean, Feng, to me, doesn't look as confident as he did when he started the match. And a very loose shot from Huang Dongping. Look at that. That's going upwards.
Yeah.
Deschapol with the miss. And they're delighted because it was such a cheap point.
Exactly. They'll take it however they can take it.
Yeah.
Especially after being behind. 4-1 down in this third game. Late take from Sapsiree.
Yeah, indecision. Communication fell down there, and I think, again, she was looking for Deschapol to take the shot. There, and that's Deschapol's fault. If you notice, he started to move backwards, so his partner Sapsiree just stood there to wait for him. And then she was late to react because...
Yeah, there's that communication you were talking about. Yeah, the lack of it, as the case may be. So now, Feng and Huang, 8-5 up. It's been a 7-1 run in terms of points. Feng and Huang.
Yeah, the world number 2 need to put a stop to this, and they have 6 consecutive points there, wasn't it?
Yep. Important to cut those up, to snip those point runs, nip them in the bud, as they say.
Especially in a third game. I mean, it's more important in this game, A, because it's the last game, but B, because of that change of ends and the drift conditions.
Yeah.
If you can start on the bad end and, you know, score 2 points for every 3 of theirs or something, you're still within a chance.
Yeah, but absolutely. The frequency of...
To lose 6 on the bounce, it's suicidal.
And I can't imagine that it's going to do you any psychologically, any good at all to be facing point runs like that, especially when you're 4-1 up and all of a sudden you're 8-5 down.
Bit of luck here from Deschapol. That forehand drive catches the tape. They really needed that, to be honest.
I think both pairs are currently living a charmed life in terms of the evolution of this third game. It's not 100% stamping their authority, either of them, on what's happening. There's been individual flashes of brilliance, I guess, as you'd expect from any final appearance, really, what we've seen all week, but definitely posing a fascinating challenge to each other.
That's the great thing about finals day. That added pressure of being in a final. Bigger crowd, you know, there's prize money at stake, trying to get your hands on the title. It's such a mental battle, more so than round one.
It's also, it really stems back to that age-old famous boxing saying of, it's not how hard you can hit, but it's how hard you can get hit. You need to have both sides of the game when you're in the finals in terms of defense and attack. It's not just all about the all-out power, and you really can see it when you have third deciding games. But really, in the last few years, in terms of the doubles categories, very difficult to see anything. The level's been so high. Great point.
Well, they got away with that, really. Deschapol's shot, I thought, was pretty terrible at the end. I think the fact that it was so poor caught Feng by surprise. That's what's really happened.
Oh, the net takes control again and lifts that very high for Feng.
Well, it's nice when a net steps in and becomes a third player for you, isn't it?
Yeah.
Almost like it plays a shot.
Yeah,
that really doesn't help you out.
The tumble all of a sudden becomes that extra punctuation point for your rally.
Yeah.
Well, they know what they want.
Super defense from Huang.
Oh, that was a great point. First the attack from the Thai players and then the changeover in the middle of that point.
Well, this for me is all about Huang Dongping earlier on in the rally. The Thais had it made and Huang survived the onslaught from Deschapol. And somehow they got the attack back. I mean, impressive from the Chinese pair.
And after that, they never looked back. So, closing in on the third and final mid-game interval in this opening match on final Sunday. But not quite yet.
Good reactions from Deschapol, good return of serve. Not quite sure whether Feng was trying to drive serve into the rear court, or whether it just didn't come off his racket very well, but Deschapol quick to react. Either way now, it's all about the mid-game interval and the points, and the difference in points.
Oh, that's exactly it. As I said yesterday, once you're in these third deciding games on finals weekend, it doesn't matter about the first game, it doesn't matter about the second game. It's a race to the end and the trophy. Deschapol was moving all over that court for that point.
Yeah, Feng Yanji did well here. He's looking more confident again. There was 2 shots there. That was the second one of them that was disguised and played really well as an added sort of attribute.
都上手就连贯中拍大了以后，第二拍就慢，第二拍一慢，第三拍跟着慢，连贯还不够啊。右边打好了以后要注意连贯。有时候你看你滑一下，打好了，把对方再下一个，好打就打，好打就这样，然后攻。
我们当时慢边防守比较难受，他比你比肩，你别着急，防守的时候我跟你说，你挡还打。
So here we go. Players back on court for what will be the final phase of action in this mixed doubles final at the Malaysia Masters 2023. Taerattanachai and Sapsiri back on the marginally better side of the court. They certainly managed to score some points. In fact, pretty much won that second game from up there. So here we go. Just snatched at it.
Yeah, I think this change of ends bodes really well for the Thai pair.
And they were close enough at the mid-game interval in terms of points.
Well, they started on the poorer end at the third, and they're ahead. Well, they're kept in touch.
Close enough, yeah.
Exactly like you say. Defense from Sapsiri.
Both pairs just looking for a way in.
Huang goes for the softer option. Taerattanachai stands up.
Well, how about that?
This backhand from Taerattanachai out of the blue. It's all about this final shot, really. Bang. The added power just deceives Huang. And Feng stamps his feet as if to say, come on, partner, where are you?
Absolutely not happy with that. But after such a well-marshaled point, to leave space like that on one side, it's always going to lead to a reaction, I guess.
Quality shot, though, from Sapsiri.
Yeah, just upset the rhythm as well, the way almost like intercepted that. $11 all. Well, it's been 3 or 4 times we've seen that happen from Taerattanachai.
Yeah, that third player's back again. Helping out the Thailand pair this time. Can be a bit fickle, though, that third player,
yeah.
the net I'm talking about.
Fair weather.
It's hit a few shots itself this morning already.
Absolutely unique aspect to badminton, of course, due to the nature of the shuttle and not being a ball sport. Tumbles.
It's a good pick up here from Taerattanachai, who's really outstretched. I think he was slightly late to react too. Sapsiri made the slightest of movements to go get it. And yet, he's so athletic, he managed to get there and play a controlled shot.
Wang Dongping cursing her racket.
Yeah, the body language of the Chinese pair now.
It's a bit more edgy now, definitely.
You can see them sort of A lot of conversation, which is not really a good sign very often.
Well, they've been in 3-game matches already, twice this week. That looked like it was going out.
It was. Feng taking no chances.
It's all a bit loose on that right side. Oh!
One too many in the end for Taerattanachai. He defended for his life.
That final shot took a vicious dip right at the end.
That's a great shot.
And even with his incredible mobility around court, it was too much for him.
Well, we saw more of that in game 1 from Feng. I mean, he's 6'5". He must have been a foot and a half off the floor when he hit it. So what's that? That's 7 feet in the air.
Seven
plus
feet,
the arm length and the racket. That angle coming down is so steep.
He's actually tall enough that he doesn't even need to jump that high. He just needs to do a half jump.
Yeah. And
it's still going to be good enough. But you do see them wanting to really pound these points home. And it is, as I said, a 3-dimensional aspect to it when you have a player of that height and that ability firing down. 12-13, still too close to call in this third and deciding game. Too nervous. Sub-Siri.
Drive from Sub-Siri. Gets the attack for a partner. Feng's on the floor.
It's all tie attack right now. Taerattanachai steps in. Clips the tape. Important point.
Well, you can understand him going for this shot. He's hit so many winners today with that cross slice from round the head. This one, he's just starting to look a bit tired, wasn't he?
Yeah, he's looking a little bit laboured now. That's been another key aspect of this week. There's skill, there's talent, and then there's the ability to last out endurance rallies, like the longer rallies. How accurate can you be? How efficient are you?
Well, 1 hour and 20, isn't it? 80 minutes of play. Being able to hit quality shots after a long rally under pressure at the start of the match is very different to at the end of the match. That fatigue just changes everything.
He looks like he's still getting a little bit irritated by that graze, as we expected. Double tape going on there. Well, as you can hear in the background, a lot of Thai support especially. But this home crowd here at the Axiata Arena has been in full voice.
Yeah, I cannot wait until later when Tan and Pina are on court.
The two Malaysian pairs in the women's doubles and the men's doubles is going to be an experience for sure. Right now it's Queen's We Will Rock You.
Well, I hope Feng is going to be okay here. He's struggling, I think.
Oh, he's still receiving medical treatment. Oh, that looks like it's over. Sub-Siri and Taerattanachai enjoying the music from the crowd right now. So now that's taped up both knees, just under the knee. It's going to be uncomfortable. So a nice little break from Feng Yanji. Had some medical attention, is making the most of it. He's getting the water in there as well. There are some vicious journalists in the world that say that this is all gamesmanship. And it's used to break the rhythm of the play, reset the serve a little bit. I don't believe them.
Well, speaking as a player who's, you know, tried to do whatever he can to win points in the past.
That's the most diplomatic way of saying that. That's why I put you exactly there. That's brilliant. No, I understand it. I completely understand it. I think it makes sense.
I mean, the umpire's job's to set the rules, right? The player's job's is trying to exploit those rules
walk around them
as much as you can. So
happens in every sport as well.
Of course it does.
No man's land where you can possibly get some extra. Now this, whatever break in rhythm, has led to a breakdown in the service action here. 14-15 is where we pick it up. These pairs running out of points here in the deciding game.
Just on that note about trying to get a break and you know, using the rules to your advantage, I think it was Tungjung in quarterfinals day called a challenge after her opponent hit a cross smash that landed probably 2 feet inside the court at 1918, because the last few rallies had been epic.
Yeah.
But, you know, she needed a break, she needed a rest.
Exactly it. That's exactly what we're talking about.
I mean, is that in the rules?
Well, that's what I mean. If it works, it works. I mean, I think there's a certain amount of common sense to it as well. You know, if you... Oh, there's that tape again. Well, it's definitely irritating him now. But the good news for Feng is that there aren't many points left in this game.
Well, there might be. We had a...
Yeah, there was a 30-29, wasn't there?
I called it
first time
on Friday, I think it was, in the singles, yep.
First time I've heard that actually hit 30. I think that's what Lim Chun Yi said as well. That's great from Feng. Well, it worked.
This is really well played from Feng. He's covering that mid-court drive.
He definitely got his mojo back for that shot. So, who knows? 15-16. Absolutely paramount for the Thai pair to try and break this serve. Oh, done well. Pushed it wide. That's exactly what they wanted. 17-15 and the serve.
Great return of serve from Taerattanachai. To commit and play with that quality at this stage of a final, that takes some guts.
Oh, what a recovery from Taerattanachai. Isn't it always the case? You see sublime shot followed by, well, one you'd like to forget.
Well, look at that. With no time to think, absolute desperation, he pulls out some brilliant shots, and then when he's got time, he makes a mess.
And let's not forget his ability to actually get into position to play these shots as well. Super quick on the back line.
Well, look, he was stood there, he didn't have to move.
No pressure. Unforced error, definition of it.
Well, I suppose it was a defensive shot, so by its own description, you know, you're under some pressure.
Yeah,
but,
I guess. But still.
For a man at this level, at his quality, it's...
his feet were firmly on the ground.
Yeah.
There he is again, back and forth on the back line. Oh, great from Huang Long-ping.
Built the rally really well. First Huang to set up the smash for Feng. He smashed it in just the right place for his partner to finish.
all. Ever, your service was nervous. It's going to be now. Yep. Huang Ping catches the Thai pair a bit flat.
I think the net cord came into play just there as well. That drive from Feng caught Sapsiree late, yeah, just off the tape. And so her reactions weren't quite what they could have been.
That was a key point. 18-17 on serve.
Massive point, absolutely. Well, this time it's Feng's turn. She was set and waiting. Should have, could have done a bit better with this.
Yep. That pretty much sums it up.
Yeah, she actually tried to play it with her forehand, and I think her shadowing what she should have done. There's two backhands. It's technical, but...
Well, it really is going to be now about which of these pairs has the coolness, the calmness, and the composure to close out this game and, of course, take the trophy. That's what we were saying. Service game's getting a little bit more edgy. And look at this. It's championship point. Two of them, in fact, for Dechapol.
Well, that wasn't even close enough to warrant a challenge.
Yeah,
so
it was,
you know,
very wide.
Pressure of the situation getting to Feng, the young man.
Well, they've done it. It was Dechapol in the end. They waited out that final point. It has been a marathon match to kick off final Sunday. But in the end, this electric run that we've seen all week from Dechapol, Puavaranukroh, and Sapsiree Taerattanachai has ended in glory for Thailand and themselves.
Match won by Sapsiree and Dechapol. 16-21, 21-13, 21-18.
91 minutes of action. And that's just the start. And there's confirmation of it. 21-16. Or 16-21, 21-13, 21-18, and it's a trophy for Dechapol and Sapsiree.
A wonderful comeback. I mean, they held their nerve. That mental game at the end really came into play, and they're experienced enough to hold it together, and that's what did it for them.
Well, that was actually coming up this way. Sapsiree with a great covering performance. There were times during that match where they could have put their heads down. Credit, of course, to Feng and Huang, making it to 4 finals this year. Now it's 3-1 in terms of their win-loss rate. So last point here, Bobby.
Well, how about this from Deschapol? I mean, it was fairly orthodox, to be honest. It wasn't the best shot in the world. It was a comfortable sort of stay composed, just hold the attack type of shot, but he played it to just the right place, where it was in between the 2 Chinese players, and neither of them reacted properly.
Yeah, both
Look
of them.
what it means to them, though. Wonderful.
It's been such a great run for them this week.
A mirrored celebration as well. Both fall into their knees.
So the trophy presentations happening after each and every one of these finals. And a great first match and spectacle for the fans here, the Axiata Arena. There really have been such great support throughout the week. As I said, they turned up not just for finals weekend, but they've been here in droves since as early as round 2, really. That was on Tuesday or Wednesday. And we haven't just stayed for 1 or 2 sessions, it's been the whole day.
Ladies and gentlemen, victory ceremony, PERODUA Malaysia Masters 2023 for the mixed double.
VIPs and our players ready now. About to come their way, medals, checks of course for the prize money, and souvenirs as well for what has been a great week for them.
Runner-up, Feng, China. Champion, the double Puavaranukroh subsidiary Taerattanachai, Thailand. With a great pleasure, we now invite Honorable Dr. Tunjin Pertama Leswat-Troko, BWF Deputy President and International Olympic Committee member, to give away the medals to the winners.
So medals first. Our VIP, the BWF Deputy President, IOC member.
To give away the mock check to the winners.
So checks next.
Runners-up will receive prize money worth 15,960
Our next VIP, Tipu Sri Kumar, Country Manager, Sunrise Sports,
prize money worth
Sudirman.
53,180 USD. We also invite Yang Berbahagia Dato' Teo Ten Choi, Vice President of Badminton Association of Malaysia, to give away a PERODUA souvenir to the winners.
And souvenirs. Third VIP, Vice President of Badminton Association of Malaysia, Dato' Teo Ten Choi.
Thank you very much, Honorable Datin Tungging Pertama Lesmat Puto, Mr. Dipu Sri Kumar and Yang Berbahagia Dato' Terattanachai for giving away the prizes and souvenirs to the winners.
Quick photo call there, and it's congratulations to mixed doubles finalists here at the Malaysia Masters 2023. So coming up next, of course, more finals on the way. It's the women's singles. Akane Yamaguchi taking on Gregoria Mariska Tunjung. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to our continuing coverage of the Malaysia Masters 2023. It's finals Sunday, and we're well underway already after a great mixed doubles final, 91 minutes. And saw Dechapol and Sapsiri come through. Now it is the women's singles, Akane Yamaguchi taking on Gregoria Mariska Tunjung. Well,